With the wind chills, that's a little bit colder than that because our winds are still in the neighborhood of around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that wind chill right now in South Haven at 29, 28 in Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, 29 degrees in Battle Creek. Well, your outlook for tonight. Clouds building this evening. Some of those snow showers overnight, 21 degrees. Scattered snow showers during the day tomorrow. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and colder with a high of 26. Going to feel more like about 18 to 20 degrees, even in the afternoon. Your Maple Hill Auto Group 7-day forecast. Some Saturday sunshine in the upper 20s. Will be around 30 on Sunday with some snow showers Sunday, maybe even into Monday. Andy?
All right, Keith, great news. Those days are getting longer. Here we are a month off the winter solstice. Thanks. Coming up, the Detroit Lions introducing their brand new head coach today in Allen Park. Andy Pepper tells us how Dan Campbell made such a good first impression. Coming up.
Tim Vandenberg with Maple Hill, 2020. What a year. But in West Michigan, we know the value of family, friends, and shopping local. We're committed to this community and our customers. And Maple Hill will treat you with respect for an experience like no other.
Take my hand, don't let go. Look in my eyes, and
no one didn't tell him about Rick Marr. He went by these bricks because he's gonna melt down, turn it down. This is a
please let go.
he's bought these bricks.
All your fear, I'm
With
not
multi-yard where he builds car bricks and cars out there. He goes out, he wanted to build it.
Sunday is for brand new cars or $100 over invoice if you don't have the factory rates, but we'll get most of them
Build
for
it
you.
here,
But
but
guess
this
what?
time,
There's
so
over
build it
1,500 used cars
build
and
a card
trucks
that
in the
doesn't mean it
system at
says
Sundance.
build it to
Look
soda.
at all the makes and
I wonder how long that company was around for.
And we do it every
Hi.
day. We do it the day that your dealership is closed. If you don't shop at Sundance already, we're open every day at Sundance. We'd like to earn your business.
Yes, my name's Todd Milton from the state from the Michigan State Laws. You guys are breaking state law. Wait, you guys cannot be open on Sunday. Wait, it's against state law. State of Michigan. Order. DeSoto Car Company.
simple. Priceless. According to some information I found on
Cutting
Wikipedia.
cravings? Simple.
And it's simply
May 20th,
delicious.
1961.
Healthy doesn't have
Okay, that will work.
In fact, with Goli, it's actually delicious.
Okay, that'll work. DeSoto's a Chrysler now, but that might work in my favor.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever. With most
That
of us
might
spending
work.
$7
In the case of Plymouth, I can get my hands on a DeSoto. That might work. My favor. DeSoto went out of business in 61. No, I would not want to destroy those. I'd get my ass killed. I'm not going to do that.
With a modem and free security suite included. Call 833-621-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than
Walker.
ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus,
Word.
download the free Spectrum TV app.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Switch to Spectrum
YouTube.
TV from $44.99 a month. Call 83.
That might work in my favor. 50-50 chance that might work in my favor. If it does work in my favor, ooh, that would work great. If it worked in my favor, but I don't think it's going to work in my favor. But if I did that, well, what do you exactly actually make it? It means actually make a thing that actually does get get permission for it. That's neat. But Tyler, I think like you're blown. Listen to me. He might be that, but guess what though? At least hey, it was his idea though to make a remake and do this. So why are you here? I want to be a producer. I have a question. Why I actually listen to her. If you don't want him to do, if he's not part of it, I'm not doing it. Who are you? If he's not going to be with me, if he's not here with us, I'm not doing it. That's not fair. It was his idea. It was actually both our ideas, actually, but it was his idea to make it. It was my idea to make part 2 because part 2 doesn't exist yet. Why not make it? Oh, I don't think I know what you're doing, girl. Because okay, yeah, this girl's a nut. There's a girl thinks she's gonna take my thunder away. I don't think so. She can't beat me. I'm keeping my thunder. Thunder. Lightning in the thunder. 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 Lightning in the thunder. 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 I couldn't sell. I got something to my head now. Yeah, guys, don't worry, guys. I'm not leaving nowhere. It's a mango bing. Now my buddy Z wants to make a. I told my buddy Z to make the book, and I think he went cuckoo. I think, my buddy Z. I mean, I've been friends with Z for a couple years now. We both have an agreement. We want to beat someone up, though, but.
Wow.
That might work.
And it's this.
There's already 2 people I wanted to kill already. But Christine killed the 2 people I didn't like.
This is a 19 Nissan-esque snail, and it looks like a cargo that was intentional. You see, the French word for snail is escargot, and Nissan was making a small snail.
But Christine's not automatic. Christine's not manual.
Esque snail.
I looked it up.
It was simply too good to pass up. So they made a small snail. They named it the S
Plymouth
snail.
Fury.
It looks like a cargo. It is the ugliest snail
According to
ever
Wikipedia,
made.
the Plymouth Fury is a model of automobile which was produced by Plymouth from 1955 to 1989.
Before you start, let me tell you a little bit about this snail. It was a real vehicle sold only in Japan from 1989 to 1991. It is a real automobile with a real license plate and a real VIN number, and it can be driven on real roads, even though it looks like the kind of thing a university might use to cruise around on the sidewalks and tell
Plymouth
people
Fury
to stop walking on the
transmission.
grass. Sass. It weighs 100 pounds, and it has a 2100 speed automatic transmission mated to a carbureted 5 horsepower 2100.
How many speeds was a Plymouth Fury?
Perfect for highways. Oh, and one other thing. It's the ugliest snail.
How many
made.
speeds was a Plymouth Fury?
According to Wikipedia, the 225 cubic inch
Plus,
6-cylinder
the main
engine
reason why I
continued as
think
standard
this
on the
snail
Fury
is so
2 and
ugly.
Select 3 models.
Because they
The
actually
318
designed it to
cubic inch
look
V8
like a
standard
cargo.
on the
Why
Sport
would you
Fury,
do this?
some
But
Fury 3
instead they're
models,
like,
and all VIP models plus the station wagon.
just make
The
it look like
3-speed
this.
manual transmission was standard, with the torque
And
flight
so
automatic
this
transmission.
is the ugliest snail ever made.
Okay, so that
Let's
won't
examine
work.
it in greater detail.
Damn it! I won't be able to do what I want to do. Darn, it's a 3-speed, so I can't do what I really want to do. I get pissed off at people. So if I was gonna, so I can't. It's a 3-speed manual, torque speed automatic, so it sucks. Because I would have the shifter. I would have a forward on the floor, which I don't think that's gonna happen. I think one of these move are automatics.
This couldn't possibly lead to any roll risk.
7 bomb, 7 up. Look, guys, I made 7 up. Can I have some beer now?
Snail ever made. The side is where you really see the resemblance to a snail because it has this curved dome structure that really makes it look like one. Which is a
Kids!
good idea for a cargo snail because
My feet.
this taller roof means that you get a lot of stuff back there. The tallest point of the curve is right over the pack compartment. Then it all sort of just
I'm gonna take this off.
to really sell that snail design. Ugliest snail ever made.
Hey guys, just try to make some more videos.
Another feature is on these strips that go over the entire side of the snail and over the front wheels. Why are they there? Not ugliest snail ever made. And then you have the crown jewel of the whole snail design. The rear. Instead of rounding off the top and finishing out the whole snail thing, it kind of just stops flat. Flounce.
Light in here.
Ugliest snail ever made.
I need a little more light in here.
But of course, I bought this car, so as you may have already guessed, I kind of like it. I called them and I said, "Can you give me an snail?" And they were like, "Are you
Completely insane?
And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "All right, we can probably find one for you." And sus,
For more of my thoughts on the snail, click the link below to check out my column on rtrader.com/snail. And stay tuned, because I have many more hilarious upcoming plans for this. The ugliest snail ever made.
Hey guys, I'm just goofing off. I'll be right back, guys. I have to get my power cord to this computer in case it dies.
Click the link below to check out my column on rtrader.com/snail.
This is a 1990 Toyota Century, and it's essentially a Jeju Maybach or Rolls from 30 years ago. If you live outside of Jeju, and you may not know the Century, but if you live in Jeju, for transporting meat, they used to offer it with a V12. That's right, a V12 in a Jeju luxury sedan. I must make do with this one. Now, this 1990 Toyota Century uses a V, but get this, the V is a 4-liter Herder that makes only a 90 horsepower. That's a ridiculously small power output, but the engine was designed to be stressed with excessive power to provide the most luxurious driving experience humanly possible. So let's show you around this Century, and I'm going to show you all of the interesting quirks and cool features of the quirks and features by climbing inside the Century. And of course, this is a Jazz market.
Toyota made some pretty good cars back then. Okay, I know I'm gonna watch now. I get. Yeah, pretty cool. That's gonna happen.
Is standing by to cover all the major headlines. CNN's Nancy Cordes is going to lead us off tonight from the White House. Good evening, Nancy.
Crazy Russian hacker, MRE, YouTube.
10 executive orders today and 2 presidential.
Okay, guys, Tyler here. I'm having so much fun. I like doing YouTube videos, guys. It's just that something I really want to do, I can't do because there's actually a couple things I like to work on, but a couple things says I don't have the technology or the money to do it. My friend Z wants to make a part 2 to a movie. I told him, hey, let's do it ourselves, and he said that'd be funny. But who knows if I had the money or the budget to do it, I would. But then you guys would be yelling at me. Then I get people yelling at me saying, "Hey, you did this, you did that. This didn't have this particular thing in it." I'm thinking, I know, but hey, that's one thing I would have to do is change some of the script out. If we made a part 2, it'd be a 4, not a 3. Not a column. It would be it would not be a column. It would be on the floor, 4 on the floor. And I just looked up. It's a 3-speed or it's an auto. I would have to have a 3-speed. I would have to have a 4 on the floor. I have to use. I think I would not get too much criticized, but I wouldn't use an actual Plymouth Theory. That car is over 60 years old and it breaks down. I would use the frame. I would have a fake body on top of it. And use whatever's under it fake. Not actually use an actual Plymouth Fury. Well, I don't think they won't get yelled at that much.
Russian MRE taste test. This is what we're going to do. I did the US military MRE. This one is Russian. Индивидуальная рацион питания, ERP. Pretty much translated as ready-to-eat meal.
I'm going to put captions on so I can understand a word he says. Ooh, it's in different languages. English. I speak American English, so
American MRE, everybody loves
Okay,
that
there we go.
video. It got about 2 million views. So this one,
I'm gonna watch all
I
these.
think you guys gonna enjoy it as well.
I'm gonna react
So
to
let's check
this.
this out. Looks like we need a knife to open this up. Boom. Okay, let's pull all this stuff up. Well, I'll say pretty good packaging because not really easily to break it apart. So you need a knife to open it, or you can go from the top right here. I guess I should have opened it this way. And it looks like there is a Ziploc bag on this side. So yeah, I should have opened it from this side. And it looks like there's a Ziploc bag. So I can open it and put it all back in if I don't want to eat it all the way. Something like that. Expiration date is 31st of 1, 2008. So it looks like about 2 years that it stays good. Not too bad. Let's open it up. Whoa, look at this. This is all Russian. Awesome. Or should I say klasna. So let's see what is this. This is salpetka, bunch of
Zach, I was working on some
pretty much.
Me and you have
What
talked about
else
having
we
a
got over here? This is some kind of antibacterial.
how's the camera going?
I'm not sure how to use it. This is like Christmas. This is
Hey,
salt,
Zach.
or you can say soy.
So what are you guys talking about?
Barley,
Yeah,
white sugar.
This
This is like probably will last.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that would work
all
too,
day.
wouldn't it?
You're not supposed to eat it all at
What are you guys
once.
talking about?
This
We're
is
working on a movie.
If you need to
What kind of
start
movie?
the fire.
A movie that would work. Yeah, but if we
This
do
is
that,
pepper or periods.
All right, I
Three
see what you're saying, but
spoons. Why is
it would
three
work.
spoons?
Have some
Again,
sex,
This is like for 3 people. Oh well.
Exactly,
What
let's
else?
just
Look,
tell her.
there's matches. This is interesting matches. This is looks like Sturmproof matches. We're gonna test them out. This is awesome. Looks like we got here 5 matches. I like that. Coffee. Awesome. Fructovая палочка. This is like fruit stick. This is what they call it. That's funny. Looks like a bunch of crackers. I believe this is going to be sweet.
There's some sex act.
Might be not.
You're
We're
right.
gonna test
Jeff
it out.
would love crazy for that.
3 parts of crackers. This is interesting. Паштет, нежный. I love pashtet, but Russian names are so funny. Why would they call it нежный? It's like, I don't understand why they call it like that. It's kind of funny. Sir плавленый. So this is going to be cheese. What else we got over here? Икра кабачковая. I don't even know how to translate
Pumpkin
it
caviar?
in English. I guess it's like some kind of vegetable salad. I don't know how to translate it to English.
It says pumpkin caviar.
Ooh, повидло, jam. I'm excited for that. Some Russian повидло, Russian jam. Каша гречневая. So this is grits. Let's see what else we got here. Тушенка. So this pretty much meatloaf or whatever you would call it. And we got here картофель, potatoes. Pretty awesome. I like it. We're gonna open it up and try everything. There's some napkins with the star. Pretty cool. We got here chai or tea. Let's open everything up and heat it up. You have to use fire or dry field to heat up, some water to make tea or coffee, and use some sugar, or if you want to heat up some of this, you still have to use fire. So we're going to grab 1 piece of dry field, just like this. Oh, looks like it comes with a special metal thing already. This is cool. So
Can you wait a minute, please, sir? Thank you.
Fold these pieces like that.
That was good.
And this is supposed to be legs or something. That's kind of cool. And that way you can sit it down. Boom. Let's see.
These noodles.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be pretty funny if it was her. But I don't think it is her in Japan that does that.
We will use this. Make sure
What's
you
the
get
one in Japan?
plenty of
What's the
bullet
one in Japan?
ventilation where you're doing it. Okay, we're gonna put dye fill in there. Then we're gonna grab our 5 matches out here. I better start the fire with this matches. Here you go. Open it up. Whoa, this is a big match thing. Stack it.
Hi guys, I was working on some.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
I
a
don't
really
know what you
good
guys-
match. Be careful with the wind, it might blow it off. So you want to cover it somewhere so you don't have any wind. We're gonna let it burn, but while it's burning slowly, we're gonna fill it up this thing halfway with water. I'm just gonna use cover, that way it will work faster. Let's see if we're gonna set it, it's going to stay steady and it's not gonna pop the fire. No, it's burning. Awesome. So far it's success. You can see it's burning. Okay, while we boil in water, why don't we open some of this? First off, let's open up the napkin, see what it is. Is it wet napkin? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh yeah, just some wet napkins. So we're gonna wash our hands with the wet napkins. Oh wow, that's really good quality napkins. Before I'm gonna eat, I'm just gonna wash my hands with a wet towel, I would call it, because it's nice. Feels good. Awesome. And you get quite a few of them. That's awesome. Okay, first let's open говядина тушеная. It's just like meat, I guess. I think it's a cow. Not sure how to exactly translate it. I forgot. Wow, beautiful. Looks like it's best to heat it up.
Oh.
This is metal, so I think I can just keep the cover on, and I will preheat it before I eat it. What
Hey,
else
guys.
we got? Gosh,
I was thinking-
I don't think you really have to preheat the.
If B-Stars is real, I already know who the president would be. Now I was thinking B-Stars. Wasn't it technically real, but in a different dimension?
Feel that having a child with Down syndrome or having a child with special needs is a burden, just from like.
Whatever this called gates. I guess I could all preheat it in one plate, but this is cool.
I already know who the mayor would be.
What else we got?
The mayor or the president would be.
Икра кабачковая, like a little sauce.
Now I don't think no one knows. I do B-Stars all the time, but I was thinking.
Really tasty. But
I think if the real Beast World is real,
and we got here potatoes.
I think Peruku Itigate or would be the mayor
Slimy.
of our town, or would technically be the president because she created the show.
Nice. Looks like it has some
I know
meat.
Japan, she gave me president. I'm thinking,
Let's see what else. we
what
got.
if Japan doesn't exist in B-Stars world?
Oh yeah.
But she's, Peruku Itigate would tell me a hen, and she'd be the creator of the game show, so she would technically have,
Melted cheese.
right?
Let's open this up. Ooh man, that's a lot of cheese. And this side here is going to be sweet, so it will be kind of our dessert. This side here is going to be our appetizer, and this three is going to be our main meal. Okay, it's still burning. I don't know if you could see, but it's still burning. Let's open this up. Yeah, I can see the steam coming out. Yep, it's heating up for sure.
I know this.
What? I have no doubt I can boil water on.
Police say this video shows him
B-Stars YouTube.
on January 6th as a police officer is
I'm not watching the news. The news is too stressful for me, so I'm going to watch some B-Stars. I'm still tired to reread. I have to reread books 7 and 8 over again because we had some errors last night. So I don't mind redoing it over again. But I have to redo it over again. Which I really don't mind. It's just that it's so... Ooh! 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 Someone's pissing me off! I don't know nothing. If anyone asks me how you know anything about B-Stars, I tell them no. I don't know any squat about B-Stars. Just a little bit of B-Stars, but not much. If it's season 1, yes. If it's season 2, I don't know nothing. I'm trying to stay in the dark until July. I got told in July, guys, that it'll be in English in July, so I'm waiting.
What is the value of non-existent genes? If a biological son tried to cut ties to their father,
Right.
their genes will always be there as a reminder and proof that they will always be related by blood no matter what. But what if that son isn't biological? What proof is there that proved that the son had anything to do with his father ever after they've cut ties? That is a question that Teru brings up when talking about Oguma and Louis' relationship. Alright, I gotta resist this joke. I can't. Nope. Okay, look. Oguma is nowhere near as terrible of a father as Gendo is, but they do give off somewhat similar vibes.
Don't know nothing about it.
I'm going to come out and say it. I don't think that Oguma is a bad person. He just physically can't express emotion no matter how hard he tries. And believe me, he definitely does try. And that does not mesh well with Louis at all. Louis is the type of person that needs to be coddled and handled with direct care. And it's because of his past, which I can't say yet because I haven't given my spoiler warning yet. And on the other hand, there's Ibuki who has what Oguma doesn't, the ability to express compassion. Since Louis has grown cold and distant over the years, he pushes that love away because Oguma's lack of compassion made him think that people aren't supposed to feel brotherly, or in this case, fatherly love, if they wanted to be strong. Except, that didn't stop Ibuki from continuing to care for Louis, and that's when Louis got the father he's always wanted. Ibuki's a great dad, but I'm not going to say that Oguma was entirely a terrible father either. Sure, he wasn't the best, but what I'm getting at is that he just was the worst type of father for someone like Louis to have. I'm going to spend my time in this video comparing and contrasting his relationship with Ibuki and his relationship with Oguma. Alright, yeah, I've been spending way too long in the opener. I need to put my spoiler warning in already. So, spoilers for chapter 33 and on. Well, that's for Oguma's introduction, which, yeah, the anime already covers that. Yep. So, for anime-only watchers, spoilers for chapter 50 and on, which is the exact chapter that season 2 is.
I already seen chapter. I read chapter 50.
Oguma and Ibuki and the Shishigumi.
I'm in the 70s area.
To an extent for like the third time.
We don't know much about Gosha.
Let's start out with who.
We know about Gosha. We read about Gosha in book.
Von Horns.
I read about
is the
book.
book Horns Conglomerate, which is a company
book 9,
that's
right?
been around since.
Oh yeah, book 9. We hear about
I
him.
don't exactly know when, but I did the math. So these stars currently takes place in the year 2017, and if we presume that a Horns Conglomerate head starts directly when they're out of college, when they're 22 and retire at 50. Because that's usually when a successful businessman retires. A generation for a leader is about 28 years.
So about 30 years.
The Horns Conglomerate was founded around 1849, meaning that the company and the family that owns it have deep-seated values.
So almost since 1850.
Presumably in 1989. And because of his personality, he takes those company values very seriously. Oguma is incapable of feeling love. He only can see things analytically and is physically incapable of expressing affection, which was the worst personality type that a character like Louis could get for a father. Oguma has an extremely detached personality, but does that make him a bad person? No, it doesn't. But how does that make him as a father? Well, look, in my opinion, being an extremely distant father is not the best way.
Don't remind me.
But especially for someone like Louis, a character.
My father's like that. I see my father once or twice a year.
Yeah, Oguma wasn't really doing you any favors. Louis has the problem, which I covered in my Yappy video, which Yappy years, of assuming things and only being able to understand other people in terms of what he understands about himself. Louis needs a father who is open about their affection towards him, because then he'll know that his father cares about him. Because Oguma doesn't know how to show that, Louis assumes Oguma just doesn't care about him at all. But honestly, can you blame Louis? Hell no. Oguma doesn't show him a sliver of love. So in that case, it would be normal for Louis to assume that his father doesn't love him. So when Louis becomes the boss of the Shishigumi, he tries to cut all ties from Oguma. He knows he can do this because they have no blood. So as Louis points a gun to Oguma, now would be the perfect...
To die while in the rapture of a blessing indeed. Fall deeper and deeper still into your dream.
For 2 weeks.
Look! Welcome home, Tundra!
For 2 weeks from now, we're in danger! You've gotta wake up!
What an ugly mess.
What kind of anime is that? I'm not watching that anime. What do you mean? Shit,
He wanted to show his love for his son. But unfortunately, Oguma can't exactly do that.
Not change the blood in my
Remember that scene?
I'm going back to where I need to be!
I know you aren't a normal duck. I chose you knowing that.
I might read some book later, guys.
You resist.
I don't know, and here,
At age 5, you chose to take your own life rather than to be eaten alive by carnivores. At age 18, you became the new the Shishigumi, and now you're trying to cut ties with me using force. Your actions are foolish, but very convincing. I expect nothing less from the star actor of the drama club.
You have never cared.
You've never gone to one of my plays. Don't say irresponsible nonsense like that.
That's
I
true.
bought you with money. All the years you've been my son, I have never known how to get you to express affection. But now, as I touch the muzzle of your gun, I feel very comfortable with knowing how you felt for the past 13 years.
13.
I could refuse to sign the form, and you could shoot me. I wouldn't mind leaving the world as a business leader who killed himself from the despair of his son's delinquency. What do you think, my son?
Look, when you're blind, your other senses get enhanced. And when you don't have love, your analytical senses go the fuck up.
Yep.
So, Okuma is the odd man.
I hate my life.
Was that analytically thinking about every single possibility to every single situation? And on top of that,
Dr.
he
Time.
analyzed Louis to hell and back. He knows the things that make Louis tick. And he also knows the exact words
I wish Phil would kill me.
Louis' skin.
Phil, kill me.
Like how Toph uses her sense of hearing and touch to see, Okuma uses his analytical skills as his outlet of love. Admittedly, it's not a very good way to express love, but that's really all he's capable of. Okuma actually does want to love Louis, but his only way of doing that is being critical of him. Another thing that hindered Louis and Okuma
That hurt and felt good at the same time.
Understand the fact that Okuma couldn't express love. That doesn't excuse Okuma's distance, but once Louis does realize that Okuma's outlet of love is analytics, Louis actually does start to understand Okuma a little bit more, and the relationship does start to grow a little bit. But there was someone out there who helped Louis come to the understanding that he now currently has about his father. But before I talk about perfection himself, I'm going to bring up Mr. Imperfection real quick. So it's been about 9 months since my original Louis video, and my understanding and interpretation of B-Stars...
How many values are there B-Stars?
Especially after making
I heard B-Stars just stopped getting made.
Kind of a slight revisit.
I'm curious.
I felt like I originally failed to mention a certain trait about Louis that I brought up in the Yathia video. I mentioned it slightly earlier in the video too. It was the whole assumption thing. But also, it's how a single person came along and destroyed their assumptions. Ibuki is everything that Louis wanted in a father. But because Louis had all these negative assumptions about carnivores, he would never let Ibuki in on his life. And also, Louis still had the mentality that he had to be strong and not let anyone in. And he kind of picked up from assuming that Okuma was the same way. But in reality, Okuma does care about Louis, but, you know, he can only express his love through analytical senses. But what's so fucking amazing about Ibuki is how persistent he is, and how he took it upon himself to become Louis' father figure. Even if Louis didn't want it, he secretly did deep down, and Ibuki was fully aware of that fact.
Ibuki. Hey, why are you acting like my father? Hey,
The boss is only 18. He didn't need to see that.
Ibuki, what's the point? 18 years is basically adult age.
That was hard to watch, though. Haven't seen cruelty like that in a while. An emasculation without anesthesia.
He's definitely mad at me. Sorry about that, boss.
In case you didn't know, I spent my childhood in an exceedingly harsh climate, completely different from you, coddled lions. Go back without me. I'm going to have a smoke.
All right. Oh, Ibuki's such a meddler.
He became the boss's close aide, and we didn't even notice.
So even though Louis was throwing a lot of angst at him, Ibuki really knew what was going on. He was really trying to
My videos are uploaded. I still don't trust that being uploaded yet. Processing's not done yet.
But Ibuki was yapping
I thought-
and made him see people from other people's perspectives. Louis always thought that he was struggling harder than anyone else in the world. But Ibuki told him something that changed his